You believe it? It was nearly 13 years ago when Hurricane Sandy slammed into the East Coast and became the second most destructive hurricane in United States history. It took the lives of 43 people in New York City alone. And at the tip of Manhattan, the Hudson River overtopped its barriers with a record-breaking storm surge. It was close to 14 feet. That inundated neighborhoods around Battery Park. The financial district had 6 feet of water on it. After Hurricane Ida's remnants flooded the city again in 2021, the South Battery Park Resiliency Project was launched, a $296 million project aiming to protect the shore from flooding events like storms that we had with Sandy and Ida. And this project was just completed this summer. Joining us now is Vice President of the Construction at Battery Park City Authority, Angela Howard. Angela, thank you so much for joining us on Fox Weather this afternoon. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Bob.
So we just finished it. We just finished this project. What did the project entail, Angela?
We've just finished a portion of the project. We opened the park, which, to great acclaim. The project entails a group of active and passive flood elements, along with some improved drainage infrastructure that we've coordinated with our New York City's Department of Environmental Protection. So we've got tide gate chambers and near surface isolation. And all of this is to manage the water during coastal surge events. We also have cisterns that hold water until it can be released into the system at a manageable rate. But we're also reusing some of that water for irrigation.
Wow, so it's almost like a reservoir you guys created as well.
Correct.
Unbelievable. So where are these located? Are they just in the Battery, just around that region?
So we've installed, I'm going to say, very discrete flood barriers. There are different flood elements that are there. So some of them are flip-up gates, so you won't see them when they're not deployed, and they're hydraulically deployed. Some around First Place and around the museum at the Battery. We also have some stop logs; those are manually deployed. But we also we've installed some glass flood barriers around the museum so that we can allow for visual access.
Wow, that's a little buffer. Yeah. So how did you guys come up with the idea for this? Did you get help from meteorologists, from climatologists, from engineers? Who came up with the ideas?
So we worked very closely with engineers that used data that was generated based on FEMA baselines for still water elevation. And we had input from the New York City panel on climate change and coastal modeling. So we ultimately, worked collectively to establish what would be the right storm point, and that was established at the 2050 100-year storm floodplain to come up with the data points for the design of the park, which includes a flood barrier that is a passive flood barrier that's built into the system.
Wow, it's amazing, and it's so cool to see that right there. I grew up on the other side of the river in New Jersey, and I don't remember any of this happening. When would you deploy this? Is it when the hurricane is definitely coming towards you, or even with a big storm?
I think with this, the city is going to work together with their emergency management plans, but depending on, I'm going to say your modeling, right? We would deploy it collectively with some of the other resiliency projects that are going on now in order to have a comprehensive protection plan for Lower Manhattan.
Gotcha. So that's Lower Manhattan, and that project is just about all the way completed. Are there any other projects around the island itself that you guys are currently doing?
Well, we're actually just about to embark on a project immediately north of this that goes all the way to Tribeca, that completes and ties into the high point of the city. So it will go all the way to the north of the Hudson River Park, and right at the entrance there, and will allow us to tie into the several resiliency projects that are on the east side to have a comprehensive protection plan.
Gotcha. Angela, have you guys had any of a dry run yet? I know we had Aaron with some wave action, but I don't think it was going to be too bad. Have you guys tried to deploy it just to see if it works?
We have done some testing.
Right.
That's part of everything. We haven't deployed it comprehensively yet because we're waiting for another phase to be complete.
Okay.
And then we will start maintaining and get to the deployment stage.
Great. Well, listen, I love the idea, and I'm so glad that it's coming along so well. Angela, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It's fascinating. I'm going to go take a walk down there and take a look at it myself. That's beautiful.
Excellent. You're more than welcome. It'll be lovely to see.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Angela, so much.
Take care.